Bundy Red Friday night football. The reception for the Storm. The first time the clubs have met since October 4 last year, grand final night. And while the record books now do not show that the Storm won the premiership, there's a host of players out there that did a lap of honour. 11, in fact. Cooper Cronk tonight plays game 150 in his NRL career. They will need to get used to this sort of reception away from home, and wry smile on the faces of many of the Melbourne Storm players. They've played away at Canberra, at Townsville, and now at Parramatta tonight. And while some want redemption for the grand final last year, these are tough times for Parramatta. They're outside the 8 as we enter the weekend. The halfway round of the season. They need a victory. And whether you like it or not, the roster Melbourne field, Parramatta have to beat them tonight. Nathan Hindmarsh is back from a sternum injury. That makes an enormous difference. He's had a haircut. In fact, it's the neatest I've seen Nathan Hindmarsh look in a long time. And Jared Hayne at the back. What a treat if Hayne and Slater are at their best tonight.
All right, boys. This way.
Ready to go then in Bundy Red Friday night football. The last 2 times these clubs have met at Parramatta Stadium, as Moi Moi takes the first hit up. At the end of 80 minutes, the sides have been separated by just 2 points. In 09 and 08, both times won by the home team, Parramatta. Ben Smith plays it just outside the 20. Ducked off there by Robson. Change on the bench for Parramatta tonight, with Matt Keating replaced by Tom Humble. For Keating, it ends a run of 63 straight first-grade matches. And the starting side, Inu on the right wing for Eric Grove. First kick of the night from Hayne. Back across field to the young man on the right wing, which is Matt Duffy, a Kiwi, in the back line for Melbourne. A hit by Mateo and Kalis. First possession for Melbourne for the night. And now with McDougall. Slater's got the yellow boots on tonight. Hayne hasn't got the yellow, he's got the mauve. The clash of the 2 fullbacks. And the Storm on their own 30-metre line now. Cameron Smith back. That was knocked out of his hand. May have been the arm that was knocked, which forced the ball to be spilt. Now Slater pokes his head through a gap. Chris Keating to make the tackle with Reddy, who was in some doubt for this match, Joel Reddy. Here is Hoffman. Rain has cleared over the last 30 or 40 minutes. Not that bad. Field is in excellent order as Cronk kicks downfield. And it'll be fielded by Luke Bird all the way back to his own goal line. Plenty of Melbourne chasers there. In fact, there's about 10 of them. Let's go down to the sideline. Tim Gilbert.
Yeah, it was that wet when we got here. The Ray Price statue had a poncho, Vossi, but it's all beautiful and dry now. Testimony to the groundkeeper here. Absolutely beautiful surface. Now, they said it was going to be hostile tonight. I wouldn't call it hostile. I think these Parramatta fans just want to win.
Yeah, I think you're right. It's about the here and now. They must win tonight, Parramatta. Things are starting to get away from them as Kalis passes on to Hayne, a dummy, not fallen for by Lowry. But he almost got through the tackle as Blair had to come across to finish off with Cronk, and now penalised. And that pleases the Parramatta fans. Tony Archer blows the first penalty of the night. Andrew Johns up in the commentary box tonight. Joey.
It was on the back of their superstar, Jared Hayne. And that's his instructions from Coach Anderson. Yep. Run the ball on every opportunity. He got the ball, then looked to pass. He's far more damaging when he runs the ball.
And now Tahu from the free kick. And Parramatta, they are ready to rumble here. Haven't had too much success this year scoring the first try. In fact, they've only done it 4 times this season, but they're in position right now. Daniel Mortimer inside for Mateo. 12 metres from the line. Smith made the tackle with Norrie. Now Chris Keating, on it comes to Ben Smith, standing flat. Finch there with Hoffman. Now 5 from the line. Robson, Moi again flat-footed, takes them on. 3 to get him down. Norrie around the legs, Lowry and Smith. Now to the right side. Hayne with a dummy and tries to get through, but Finch had him. Again with Hoffman. Last tackle, Keating wants it to kick across field. Here it comes. Keating, pressure on Melbourne. Perfectly placed, it's loose, but Cronk is onto it. Oh, the scraps were there. And Melbourne able to clean up, if somewhat untidily. Also on commentary tonight, Brad Fittler. Freddie, who are you tipping tonight?
Well, I've tipped the Eels. I don't know how confident I am. Very energetic start. I don't think the start's going to be the problem for the Eels. I think it's when it starts to burn a little. Last week they fell short. Let's see how they go against the Storm.
Lundy Red, Friday night football, as now the man who was playing for Parramatta in the grand final last year plays it. Lowry, and back for Cronk, kicking from inside the 30. Hayne, 3-4 juggles. The last one I think he did for show. And he's back over the 40-metre line, Jared Hayne. 1-2 off the chin. He's falconed himself and then just taps it up a 4th time into the right hand. So they're 45 metres away from the line. Flat ball there to Kalis, and Melbourne caught napping. Back to Burt, kicks over the top. May have been interfered with by Slater. Storm in possession. Again, it's Cronk at the back. But Melbourne's defence, it was asleep there with a run of Kalis. They were totally on their heels. Crowd calling for a forward pass there. As it is Duffy, the young man coming in off the right wing. His 6th game of first grade tonight. Now Hoffman, Melbourne will get a penalty.
You're going all early. Right there, mate.
We'll watch this break again, this work at Kalis for Luke Burt.
It's so unlike the Melbourne Storm. So much room around the ruck, and their markers just didn't work for a marker.
So now the Storm back in possession. We're led to believe Brett White under a little bit of pressure to keep his origin place. Big game tonight would be handy. Here's Norrie, got the left knee heavily strapped. Thrown down there by Moi and Robson. Just on that first try scoring stat. You follow TAB Sportsbet as well. Melbourne have scored the first try in the last 5 games. Left side, McDougall. After quick hands by Inglis. They're only 10 away. They will put the Eels under the pump here. Now Hoffman takes one charge at them. That is tackle number 4. 6 minutes gone here at Parramatta Stadium. Finch across with Cronk. A dummy there to White. Then Lowry angles back in field. They've now got the option of kicking left or right here. Smith, Cronk, he dabs it into the goal. There's Slater, and there's a 4-pointer. What a combination. What a double act. Cronk for Slater. 4-0 the Storm.
We look at the Melbourne Storm halves. You've got Cronk, you've got Finch, but the indicator is Slater. You see the ball switched. This is an early play. Wherever Slater is, that's where the ball goes. A beautiful set play by the Melbourne Storm. Found room on the left. Back to the middle, and then Cronk on the Kuno replay. A beautiful kick. And that man again, Billy Slater, he's the indicator. Wherever he is, that's where the ball's going.
Well, how good are they? A Cronk kick for a Slater try. You know it's coming. You know it's going to happen at some stage, but how do you stop it?
You can't. Too fast. Too accurate. Twice in that set of 6, Parramatta asked questions. They had the blowtorch put to them over here on the right-hand side. They got around to Melbourne. But on the last tackle, stationed himself in the middle, had a the kick-offs from both sides, and they fell short again.
And that's a big test for Jared Hayne, positional play. If he plays fullback for the Origin, is his positional play up to it?
Yeah, good call, Joey. And the kick from Cameron Smith, successful, and a 6-0 lead for the Storm in Bundy Red Friday night footy.
There's a big question mark going into Parramatta before this game. was watching them in the warm-up. I didn't know whether they looked lazy or they looked comfortable, relaxed, confident. By the looks of Peter Sharp, their assistant coach, he saw something he didn't like.
That was from the warm-up, not from just when the try was scored then. They're out on the ground for a good 20-25 minutes as Norrie takes the hit up and just short of the 20-metre line. So the Storm are rocking and rolling again, 6 weeks in a row, the first try. And that is all 6 weeks since since it was revealed of the salary cap scandal. Hoffman now. In fact, some pretty damning stats for Parramatta, or worrying stats, as Finch passed inside. I think he was claiming Lowry was tackled without the ball.
Too early, mate.
And that appeal
Too early, Ben.
has met with a favourable response from Tony Archer. But Melbourne's first half stats since they were stripped of their points, aside from the game they lost to Brisbane, they haven't conceded a first half point. 22-0 versus the Warriors, 18-0 against the Cowboys, 13-0 against the Raiders, and 23-0 last week against the Bulldogs. That is pretty impressive. Norrie 20 metres away from the line. Kalis made the tackle. Now Smith 15 out from the line. That may have been forward to Hoffman. Crowd again displeased with all of that. Smith, across he goes, out the back, looks promising. De Blair off Cooper Cronk. A little general steering the Melbourne side around at the moment. Smith, Cronk, out to Finch, headed out towards Inglis. Here he is, the big number 4 for Melbourne. Wrapped up by Ben Smith. 10 metres from the line on tackle 4. Now Cronk, a dummy. Cooper Cronk is close to the line. And that is tackle 5. Smith back to Finch. Kick coming across towards the wing. The bird. It's up in the air. It's there again. And it's that's close, but penalty goes the way of Parramatta.
He's 10, boys. He's 10. Blake's in front of you, mate. Brian. Wait, mate.
Just wondered if there was no penalty, where in fact we were headed to the video ref, whether it had been cleaned up. But off it went off Tahu. Slater was there just to put his hand on the ball just in case.
Just in case.
Honestly, their attack, the Melbourne Storm, they're just phenomenal. A well-oiled machine. Every player knows which hole to hit. Their timing's perfect. They're a perfect team in attack.
There's another run from Moimoi, which dead set is at half the velocity, half the intensity you would expect of one of the more damaging runners of the game. Now Keating goes out to Reddy and on to Anu. Another one of the flashy yellow boots. He put a foot on the sideline, if not over the line. Touchy's flag went up.
Already, yeah. Tackle in your touch,
But Parramatta prepared to spread the football.
They chance their hand down the right-hand side here. He's touched the line there, Christian Inu. Back inside. Talking about the Melbourne Storm attack, Joey. They seem to always set up for their attack. When a lot of sides do that, they look cumbersome. But they seem to do it with such confidence that they really put pressure on the other team every time.
They're just so good to watch. Even when they're laying a line, if they're hitting the middle of the field, the players all know where to get to, what defenders to get to. I don't know what it is, whether it's confidence or they're well drilled, but they all seem to know their job inside out.
You can imagine what you see here on the field is what you'd see in a training session.
Slater is central to a lot of those plays, as now Melbourne with Lowry, and on it comes with Norrie, and slips an offload, a loose one, picked up well there by Brett White, and makes the most of it as well to get back over the 40-metre line. It was from where the pass had came. And now Smith, Cronk works right with Blair, good player. Nielsen standing, can't offload. Got the first try last week against the Bulldogs. Now Smith, Cronk, they attack the short side, great hit on Blair.
Brute.
Tahu,
It's a brute!
Freddie loves it. Tahu on Adam Blair, high bomb, underneath it is Hayne, plenty of pressure, great take. Great take, Jared Hayne. And then copped a tackle from Billy Slater, just for good measure.
Yeah, that was a beautiful take by Hayne. It was a floating bomb by Cronk. Here's the hit by Tamana Tahu on Adam Blair.